Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Julie of Julie's Plans, and in today's video I wanted to share with you guys my most recent setup for my content planner. Alright, so as I have mentioned most recently in a recent vlog and in my latest favorite videos, I have set up a content planner using many different pieces of Happy Planner products and an insert from Lights Planner Action, and I put up a poll over on Instagram to see if you guys would be interested in seeing my content planning setup, and the majority of you guys said yes, so here we are. So my intent was definitely not to jump into the second half of 2021 with a Happy Planner system. However, I am no stranger to using discs. I have been using discs from like Cloth and Paper, Martha Stewart, things like that, and previously even Happy Planner in the past. And I thought that this would be a very flexible way for me to jump back into getting my content planning more or less on paper. I've had many different changes in my life, and I want to keep track of the things that I am doing with my business and creating and managing all of the content and things like that. So I thought the Happy Planner would be the best way to go because it was also the most inexpensive way to go, and I have some amazing friends in the Happy Planner community who pretty much helped set this baby up. So let's get started. Also, I want to preface this by saying that I am not a Happy Planner guru by any means, so I don't know the names of a lot of things, or I may say them wrong. Please have patience and grace with me. Thank you. Okay, let's get started. So I have it on black discs. The heart discs from Happy Planner are not my favorite, but again, I'm not trying to dump a lot of money into this system. I'm just trying to create a system that works. I just have a cover from an extra Happy Planner that I purchased from a most recent sale over at Michael's, so I was able to get my planner for like 16 bucks. It was really, really great. So I have the guts of like 3 different planners in here, along with an extra insert from Lights Planner Action. So I don't remember the names of these things. I am so sorry. I've been putting this together for several weeks. So I just have my title page here. It just says that it belongs to Julie's Plans. That's who I am. It has the year at a glance overview, as well as this year at a glance with the dates and everything. And I started to write in one of them, and I realized I wrote on the wrong one, so I will probably remove it. I have some extra because, like I said, these are several planners put together, but I saw over on, I can't remember the person's channel, but I saw over on their channel how they split the column and then like would track their followers over on Instagram and YouTube, and I think I might do the same, but I actually need to go back to the right page and start there, but that's what I may use it for. If not, I thought about just sort of putting in like pertinent holidays that could affect the types of content that I put out. So there is that first section. This planner does start in July. So for the month view, you can kind of tell where I started this about the second week of July. It's kind of like morphed into several different things. I do stickers for YouTube videos right here, and as you can see, I upload Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I will sometimes put things that I might post on Instagram along with a checkbox. I don't really feel the need to post on Instagram every single day because I'm fairly active in my Instagram stories, but if I do need an idea per se for what I'm going to post on Instagram, I have it here, and it kind of has its own rhythm, if you will, as well as keeping track of things like if I'm going to be a guest on someone's Instagram live, if I'm going to be on a podcast, if I'm attending a virtual event, all of those things which have happened every single month for the last few months. I have been extremely lucky in that aspect where I have been asked to be a guest on different things, and this way I can kind of have a snapshot to see what it is that I did throughout the year. Now, I do also want to say, do I use some sort of electronic things to track all of this? Absolutely. But I just prefer paper. I love looking back on it, and I can always take all of this information and then transfer it over to whatever system I am using. So that's how my month view is looking. Now, in this particular planner, or this part of the planner that I got, let me show you guys the blank version of it. This is how it looks. And I wish that I could remember the actual name of this specific planner. If you're a happy planner, please comment down below. You probably know exactly what planner this came from. I would appreciate your help in the comments. Like I said, I am not a happy planner guru, but this is what a blank page looks like. So you have like your goals, check it off section, your note to self, a habit tracker or 3 over here, some priorities, a huge section of dot grid, and then a thankful for section. Now, how I am using it is I have an area up here in my monthly goals with my start numbers for both Instagram and YouTube, and then my end numbers, and then I can just sort of use it as a way to compare and kind of go over how the month went. And then I just have a running list of tasks for the month, and yeah, that's essentially what it is. Just different things that I want to get throughout the month. You can kind of tell when I added things in the beginning and then added things later on because it was with a different pen. I kind of jotted down some ideas of some things that I could do to grow on the platforms that I am on. For the huge dot grid section, I decided to kind of use it as a highlight section or where I have been featured, because again, I want to be able to look back and track that, because when you're working with brands and doing different brand deals, they might want to ask you, who have you worked with? Whose platform have you been on? Have you been a guest on anything? Have you hosted anything? And I can go back and actually say, oh my God, yes, I was on this military Instagram live with this group of amazing women, or I was on an Instagram live with Lore from Plan with Lore. I have that down. I have a scheduled one to be on Hannah's live over at Han Can Plan, things like that. And then I can also pick and choose which things I want to use on, say, my media kit, when I want to include what brands and what other influencers or creatives that I have worked with. So again, I really like writing that down. So because this planner started in July, I also wrote down some of the highlights for the month of June because I kind of wanted to carry those over with me. Then I decided to use this bottom section, which is normally for, I've got to go back to a month that is not put together, is the thankful for section. I just took it and put a sticker over it and put expenses, and as you can see, I haven't finished filling it out, mainly because I don't want to put all of my expenses on here just yet before I'm filming. But this is where I will put like all of my recurring things. So any apps or software that I pay for on a monthly basis. I just remembered I did not put actually I pay for that just once a year, but I use a music program for the music that I use in my videos so that I make sure I don't get a copyright strike, and then I can put the total down here. Is this also somewhere electronic? Absolutely, but I like writing it down. Just like with our family budget, I like having a place where it's in my mind and I know that these expenses are happening, even if they're automated, because honestly, there are some things on here where I'm like, do I really need that? Do I really need these things? And it'll help me revisit and budget and figure out where I can put my additional income from social media. All right, so let's go to the next section. The next section is a notes page over here, and it's glued to the back of the previous page so it doesn't instantly transition from that page to this. So this is where I keep track of my favorites for the month. I absolutely love this. This is something that I was doing in my Erin Condren Monthly Deluxe when I was using that for content planning, and this helps me track throughout the month the things that I am liking, whether they are lifestyle related or planner related. And then I also just use really super basic, simple system where I kind of have a checkbox, and I will make sure to spend a half an hour, maybe more, on an afternoon to get all of the B-roll of those products. So basically close-up shots of the products that I'm mentioning in my favorites video. And that's just how I kind of organize that for the month. And fun fact, I actually just filmed this video today. All right, next up is this tracker insert from Lights Planner Action. I'm going to zoom you guys in just a little bit so that you guys can get a better look at it. I love this thing. I was hand drawing something like this or something very similar to it when I was using different planning systems throughout the years, and I am so glad that there's something out there that I do not have to draw every single month. I had ordered the printable version of this from Bess over at Lights Planner Action because, again, I didn't want to wait for something to be shipped. And I knew that I could have it instantly, print it out, punch it, and add it to my planner. And this is just how I track the progress of the production of my videos here on YouTube. So what I will typically do is in the second to last week of the month prior, I will start listing out all of the videos that I'm going to do here on YouTube, and then the dates that they would go with. So obviously the plan with me for July 5th through the 11th, and so on, along with the daily plan with me's, any reviews if I have them, my goal setting video for the month if I choose to do it. This month there was an additional video of planning tools. I filmed a favorites video. I still have to do my August plan with me, and so on. And then I get to write in along the top how the flow of my production for my videos go. So I of course have film, edit, upload, my thumbnail, making sure that the appropriate links are in the description, scheduling the video, sharing on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. And I have an extra column. I think for August I added an additional task, but you definitely have plenty of space for getting all of the tasks in there for videos. And of course you can use it for anything that you want. I just think it's perfect for video production. And something that is new that I recently just added are these dashboard inserts from the Happy Planner. I don't know what it is, but I absolutely love them. I've seen plenty of people in the Happy Planner community using these, like Mary Ellen from Planning with Bumble. Just there's tons of people out there using this insert for planning out their content, and when I saw it, I kind of started to see how it made a lot of sense, and I just was like, I have to have these inserts. So a friend of mine sent these to me, and I was like, oh my god, these are awesome. And again, they're super inexpensive. I did look at the price of them. They do come in a planner. I haven't seen them outside of a whole planner with the discs and everything. I'm sure that they're possibly available out there undated, but I like that they're already dated. I don't need any extra work in this planner. So I started kind of playing around with these this past week, and I love it because literally everything related to my content planning is in here. So I have this area where I am keeping everything that I need to batch film, which I'm actually halfway through this already, and I'm so freaking excited. Then I have just the tasks that I need to get done for this specific week. So the batch videos will kind of come along with me every single week, and the tasks for the whole week will probably change. All of that, but I love the fact that you can just kind of make this your own. I kind of labeled or tried to cover up the labels that come on here already, simply because they say like calls and meals, bills to pay, to buy, things like that, and they don't really relate to what I'm using this planner for. But I absolutely love it. So here I was kind of writing down some reels ideas and how and when I wanted to post, and then my Instagram live topics, which I'm kind of not all that great at. I don't always have a specific topic that I'm doing during my lives. And then over on the actual weekly layout, I love that it's just a week at a glance. You have this area up here where it has all of the days listed for the week, and this again is where I will list the videos scheduled out for the week. And I love having it here because then I know anything that's kind of related to videos and any of that stuff that I need to take care of, and that it's right there for me for that specific week. Obviously, if I'm working on things for future weeks, then that kind of goes on different tasks throughout the day. And I'm not getting like too sticker crazy in here just yet. Don't hold me to that, but I am just really loving this system. So when you get to the end of the month, these two pages are not glued together as they should be, but if they were, it would just turn to this next page for the month of August, and so on. I've already plotted out my videos for the month of August, and I can kind of spend a minute or two talking about my process with this. It is so simple. You guys are probably going to be like, that's the most uncomplicated YouTube schedule ever, and that's exactly why I do it this way, especially because I work a full-time job outside of doing this. So every single Monday is a plan with me in my weekly planner, so that I don't have to put really any thought into it at all. Almost every Friday is a daily plan with me, so the first 3 are already planned out, and then the last Friday of the month, typically, if I have what I need, is going to be the plan with me for the following month. So this last Friday is the September plan with me. Now when we get down to the middle of the month, that is where I have a lot of wiggle room, and I can choose to do reviews or vlogs or an additional daily plan with me or just something else. So as of right now, now, when I was sitting down to plan my content, I realized my August plan with me is going to happen in August. What I ordered is just not here, so it's going to be later than usual, which is totally fine. Then I was also thinking of sharing a what's in my bag, whether it's my work bag or my personal purse that I carry around all the time. And then if I can, and it seems feasible, I will squeeze in a vlog. And this vlog will probably be filmed the week prior. That's actually a week that Jesse is going to be out of town, so it's a little bit easier to film. He gets really uncomfortable on camera, so I try not to vlog while he's around so he doesn't feel awkward. So that's probably how that vlog got placed there, because I knew that he's not going to be here this week. I can film it this week or just one day and have it ready to go for the following week. And then the last Wednesday of the month is typically a goals or a favorites video. And if neither one of those works out, again, my default is doing a daily plan with me, because there's not a daily plan with me already scheduled for this week. I hope that that was pretty simple the way that I explained it, but this has seriously been one of the easiest ways to plan out my video content. And then, as I said, I will go along the month and either put in here what I want to post on Instagram, and some of those things also get posted on Pinterest or in Facebook groups as well if they are related to that specific group. And then I'll also put things in here like just celebrating different milestones with my channel. So for example, like over here in the month of July, I had posted that I had reached, I believe it was July 14th that I reached 22,000 followers or subscribers on YouTube. And then the very next day I reached 55,000 on Instagram. So I just kind of mark those things, and it's just kind of cool, you know. All right, and so then it just goes into the same sort of dashboard layout, and then I've got my notes page here to start my favorites, and then my videos lined up for the month of August so far. I have a few more that I think I'm going to add, but we'll see how it goes. And then, of course, it just goes into the weekly dashboard pages and so on for every month. After that, I only have 6 months in here. And then at the very end, I have just filled it with some notes pages that my friend Elise was so kind to send over to me. I have to glue that page to cover that because that goes to a different planner. But I've got plenty of notes pages back here for any other note taking that I want to do. Or if I need to move it to a different part of the planner, then I can easily do that. And that's what I love about using discs. And again, the reason why I didn't gravitate towards something like rings is because unlike rings, I can just fold it over on itself when I need to take notes, and it's just very, very easy for me. And also I liked the fact that I didn't spend a lot of money on this system, because I just really just purchased pieces from a sale and just kind of put it together to make it work for me in the simplest way possible. It's not too bulky. Like I said, there's just 6 months in here and some notes pages, but I am in, I really love this. I love it a lot, and I hope that it works. I do want to give it the full 6 months of using it and trying it out instead of like hopping around from one version of a content planner to another, but this is really like right in line with how I like to plan my content, so I do see it lasting for quite a while. All right, so that is it for the setup of my content planner. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about anything that I've shared in this video today, please feel free to ask down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you're already subscribed, make sure that you click that red notification bell so that you know when my videos are posted here on YouTube. As always, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.